you for joining us today for the Scottsboro State of the City Address with Mayor Jim McCamey. I'm Jonathan Colvin, Chairman of the Mountain Lakes Chamber Board of Directors, and I'm pleased to welcome you today. I want to thank Scottsboro Electric Power Board and Scottsboro Water, Sewer, and Gas for partnering with each other for this event. At this time, I'd also like to represent, I'd like to acknowledge our elected officials who are with us today. We have Presiding Circuit Judge John Graham, Circuit Judge Brent Benson, District Attorney Jason Pierce, Jackson County Probate Judge Victor Manning, Circuit Clerk Bart Buchanan, Jackson County Commission Chair Bill Nance, Jackson County Commissioners Chris Gully, Paul Kinnemer, and Kevin McBride, Scottsboro City Council President Richard Bailey, Scottsboro City Council members Mike Ashburn and Ralph Dahl, Nita Tolliver and Donna Frederick, Jackson County Superintendent Jason Davidson, from the Office of Senator Tommy Tuberville, Brian Nauer, from the Office of Senator Katie Britt, Shan McMillan, from the Office of Representative Dale Strong, Madison Neal, and representing our state legislative delegation, Julie Harper. I'd also like to recognize Scottsboro City Superintendent Amy Childress, Scottsboro Board of Education member Cheyenne Bennett, Woodville Mayor Steve Helms, and Skyline Mayor Caleb Skipper. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Pastor Greg DeVries with the Well to give our invocation.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for having us this morning. Let us pray. You can stand if you'd like. Lord God, our maker of heaven and earth, we thank you for your goodness, for your great care, and that we're able to be present and capable today. We invite your presence and petition your favor upon this meeting and all who are represented for our great community. Lord, we thank you for Mayor Jim McCamey, for his wife Laura, for their sacrificial service to our community, for the leadership and the care displayed for our peace and our safety and prosperity. May your hand and your wisdom continue to assist him and those he leads as they aim to serve our community and keep it someplace special. Bless the mayor as he gives the address of the state of our city. And Lord, we thank you for your watchful eye, your careful hand, and Lord, your heart for the people of this community. We thank you for provision, protection, and peace. And may Scottsboro be a place to live joyfully, expectantly, and peacefully. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Raymond Brandon will now lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Immediately following, the Scottsboro High School Beta Trio of Tori Lynch, Holland Griggs, and Alex Holder will perform our national anthem. If you'll please stand at this time.
Present arms. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, students. That was a phenomenal job, as always. I've heard you guys several times, and it's always a pleasure to listen to you. It is now my honor and privilege to introduce Scottsboro Mayor Jim McCamey. Jim McCamey was elected mayor of Scottsboro on August 25th, 2020 in the municipal election. Mayor McCamey retired from TVA in December of 2019 as the manager of TVA Crisis and Emergency Management, where he was responsible for the implementation of crisis and emergency preparedness for TVA non-nuclear programs. Prior to his service at TVA, Mayor McCamey served as U.S. Representative Bud Kramer's Congressional District Director. As District Director, he managed congressional staff in multiple district offices across North Alabama. Mayor McCamey worked with local and state government officials as well as other federal agencies and officials. He was also the liaison working with the North Alabama Economic Development and Business Development organizations, helping recruit jobs to our area. Before working with Congressman Kramer, Mayor McCamey served the state of Alabama as an area coordinator for the State of Alabama Emergency Management Agency. This included manager for State of Alabama Earthquake Program and public information officer for the Chemical Stockpile Emergency Preparedness Program. Mayor McCamey also served Jackson County as director of Jackson County Emergency Management Agency. As Jackson County EMA director, he was responsible for all hazard planning for Jackson County. Mayor McCamey has been and continues to be an outstanding servant leader for our community, and we are glad to welcome him today to share the state of the city.
Good morning, and thank you all for being here on a rainy morning. It's great to have such a crowd. I've got a lot of thank yous I'd like to run through first because this can't be done without a lot of folks involved. First, thank you to the Scottsboro High School Beta Club trio members, Tori Lynch, Holland Griggs, and Alex Holder for the national anthem. This trio was a state Beta Group winner for their performance for the second consecutive year. We are blessed with incredible talent among our students here, and we appreciate them very much. 10 days ago on March 29th, we observed Vietnam Veterans Memorial Day at our Veterans Memorial Park. Vietnam veteran Raymond Brandon, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for leading the Pledge of Allegiance, and thank you for your service. Pastor Greg DeVries, thank you for the invocation, your community engagement, and for being here with us this morning. Thank you. Thank you, Scottsboro Electric Power Board and Manager Philip Cheney, Scottsboro Water, Sewer, and Gas Board Manager Jimmy Green for supporting us as presenting sponsors for this event and for being significant strategic partners with the City of Scottsboro. You both are to be commended for your efforts during extreme cold during January. Similar to Christmas of 2022, both of your departments went above and beyond during this incident. Jimmy, I appreciate your and your team's efforts to keep the water flowing in Scottsboro, as well as your support of other water systems in other parts of the county to ensure their systems were functional and also managing a record demand on our gas supply. Philip, I appreciate your excellent communication and updates as you and your team work to reduce the local impact of a record demand on the grid. I know a lot of residents are missing TV coverage information that pertains to us here in North Alabama. Thank you, Philip, and County Commission Chair Bill Nance, for the excellent work on the Designated Market Area, or DMA, Market Modification Petition. I was honored to be a part of that with both of you. Both documents are very comprehensive, detailed, and were filed last month. A special thank you to Representative Strong, Senator Britt, and Senator Tuberville for their support and guidance in setting up our discussions with both Nielsen and with the FCC. Mike Wright, General Manager of WAAY-TV, and Jamma Killingsworth, General Manager of WAFF, thank you for your assistance in this process. Now we got to wait and see what the FCC comes back with and what they're going to do, but we will keep pushing. Chamber of Commerce CEO Rick Roden and all the Chamber staff, thank you. This is an incredible job. Thank you for coordinating, managing, and publicizing our event this morning. You did your usual great job. Thank you very much. Chamber Chair Jonathan Colvin, thank you for your efforts as chair, which include presiding over events such as this. To the City Council, thank you. Without your help to improve Scottsboro and engagement, we would not have been able to make the progress we made in the last 3 years and not able to meet our objectives we have in the coming year. So thank you very much for everything you've done to support this. City Attorney Steve Kinnemer, thank you for your close counsel and guidance to helping ensure we continue to comply with all legal and procedural requirements. And thank you to Larry Bowen for setting all the tables up this morning. He's the manager of the Civic Center, and we appreciate everything he does down here. Special thanks to Hannah Crawford, Jen Minyard, and Clint Sebring for their assistance in creating, setting up, and producing today's presentation. And thank you to Nathan Lee, who captured all of the aerial pictures of our growth and progress you will see as we run through the program this morning. To our department heads that were able to be here this morning, thank you for what you do every day to ensure our goals and objectives are met to provide the best possible service to our citizens. To our city employees, thank you for your work and dedication each and every day to the city of Scottsboro. And to my family, thank you for your support, patience, and understanding as we go through this exciting journey to help improve the lives and increase opportunities for everyone. Our state legislative delegation, Alabama State Senate Majority Leader Steve Livingston and State Representative Mike Kirkland, have played and continue to play a major role in the successes and support we have received from all of our state agencies. With the legislature in session in Montgomery, they couldn't be with us today, but we do appreciate everything they do for us. I appreciate their leadership, their friendship, and their help and support with any and all aspects of state government. You know, the past 3 years, especially the past 2 years, have seen significant growth and accomplishments in Scottsboro. We will work to continue that and sustain and improve that success this year. I have advocated and will continue to advocate communication, collaboration, and cooperation. To support that, we continue working to enhance partnerships throughout all levels of city government and supporting organizations as well as neighboring cities and the county. One such partnership is with our judiciary in Jackson County. Working cooperatively with our presiding Circuit Judge John Graham, Circuit Judge Brent Benson, and District Judge Don Word, I recommended the City Council and they agreed that we provide $100,000 of opioid settlement funds to 3 court programs dealing with individuals and families impacted by the continuing opioid crisis. This matches support from the Jackson County Commission toward the same programs. We continue to work with them regarding ongoing juvenile cases resulting from this crisis. 3 years ago, I created a mayor's partnership group among the city, the county, and key stakeholders and organizations in the community. 2 years ago, I invited Scottsboro Board of Education and Huntsville Hospital Highlands Medical Center to join that group. With industrial recruitment, there are always certain key points recruiters ask about site selection. 2 of those key points are healthcare and schools. They always want to know about your schools and your healthcare. Huntsville Hospital Highlands Medical Center continues to improve facilities and capabilities, recruit new physicians and staff that provide excellent healthcare in Scottsboro and Jackson County. We're fortunate to have Ashley Poole as HH Highlands president, and she's here with us this morning. Thank you, Ashley, for being here. They hit several major milestones in 2023. A few of the more significant ones are the addition of a pain management practice, a new pediatric practice. They have recruited general surgery and OB/GYN physicians, and I have a nursing apprenticeship program with Northeast State Community College, as well as making much needed building renovations. An additional 148 staff have been added for a total of 871, which has a $51.6 million direct impact on salaries and benefits in this community. Our city schools continue to perform well both academically and with extracurricular activities, and these are some great numbers. The city supported their request for a new bond issue to fund a classroom addition and expansion at Caldwell Elementary School and improvements at Scottsboro High School. Those improvements are on schedule to be completed this summer. Redstone Federal Credit Union contacted me in 2022 and expressed an interest in opening a branch at Scottsboro High School. Little did we know at the time that our state legislature would pass a personal financial literacy and money management high school course requirement in their 2023 session. That branch opened last September and became the 8th high school to have an in-school branch. The branch supports classes in financial literacy, and students are actually in charge of the daily operation of the branch under the direction of a math teacher. Thank you to Redstone Federal Credit Union for your investment in Scottsboro. Scottsboro City Schools achieved an overall B on the state report card, with 2 individual schools improving from a B to an A status. As of Friday, April the 5th, there have been 213 students enrolled since last fall, for a total of 2,433 students enrolled in K through 12 in Scottsboro City Schools. While the vast majority are from surrounding school districts, we also have students from 9 different states and Mexico. Our Scottsboro Beta Club students continue to lead, with both high school and junior high presidents from Scottsboro for the 2nd year in a row. We are incredibly proud of the successes of both the boys and girls athletic programs. Our young ladies made the basketball 5A state championship game for the first time ever. Our boys cross country team won the state championship this year and have won 7 out of the last 8 5A state championships, with 19 overall, starting with Coach John Esslinger. Our boys and girls indoor track teams both won state championships, with several individual state champions. Our girls competition cheerleading squad was state runner-up. Our girls bowling team was 5A state runner-up, and their coach, Matt Brewer, was the 1A through 5A Girls Coach of the Year. Our wrestling team won the 5A state championship with 4 individual state champions. Scottsboro High School student Dylan Chastain is the District 8 winner of the Alabama High School Athletic Association Bryant Jordan Award. A Scottsboro High School student has won this honor for the last 2 years. Congratulations to Jackson County Superintendent Jason Davidson on the completion and opening of the Kevin Dukes Career and Innovation Academy. This facility will support employment of our high school students with a goal of entering the workforce with excellent skills and training directly out of high school. Another significant partnership is with Northeast Alabama Community College. We continue to work with NACC through the Scottsboro Industrial Development Board and the Jackson County Economic Development Authority to provide a location and facilities for Northeast Commercial Driver's License, or CDL, truck driving training facility. Through a cooperative effort among the city, the IDB, the EDA, and Northeast, we have identified an additional site and facilities that will enhance this program and better accommodate the CDL student training. We are extremely excited about the new Workforce Development Center at Northeast. This will be a first-class, state-of-the-art, $26 million facility that will support business and industry's workforce training needs in the Northeast Alabama region and further enhance the dual enrollment possibilities for our high school students. They anticipate it will be completed in July. Also excited about Northeast's new women's softball program. This will provide another opportunity for our local students to continue to excel in sports while pursuing higher education, and they anticipate an August completion date for that. We appreciate Dr. David Campbell's work, vision, and leadership at Northeast Alabama Community College. Ladies and gentlemen, the City Council has managed your tax dollars very well, and I'm happy to report to you that the City of Scottsboro is in sound financial condition. We continue to maintain an A+ bond rating, which is the highest possible rating for a city our size. As difficult as the past 3 years have been, through COVID and recovery-related shutdowns, supply chain issues, and employment challenges, we have come out of this stronger. The City Council made much-deserved across-the-board salary increases for all city employees to enable us to compete with other municipalities and employers. Our 2023 city revenue looks like this. Our sales tax in FY23 was up to $14.9 million from $13.6 million in '22. Our property tax came in at FY23 at $1.53 million. Our business license in FY23 came in at $1.28 million. So far in FY24, we are at $1.13 million and on track to exceed last year's numbers. Our TVA in lieu of tax in FY23 was up to $992,019, representing a 24% increase from 2022. However, this is following a 53% decrease over the previous 10 years of 2012 to 2022. Our garbage collection in FY23 is up to $4.28 million from $3.9 in 22. Salaries and benefits in 23 were up to $15.23 million from $15.12 in 22. Our lodging tax in FY23 is at $526,000. 20% of this is divided among Tourism Grant Fund, the DRA, the CDA, and Main Street. And the city provided $64,000 in tourism grants in FY23. Our total budgeted revenue for FY24 is $27.6 million, which is up from $24.9 in FY23 and $24.6 in FY22. With economic development, I know you've all heard me say many times before, but one of the primary rules in economic development is to take care of your existing industries first, and we take that rule very seriously. 80 to 85% of job growth for industrial jobs comes from existing industries. The Jackson County Economic Development Authority and the Scottsboro Industrial Development Board continue to provide incredible service and support to existing industries as they work to support expansions as well as work to recruit new industries. Last year, Polyamide announced a $10.1 million capital investment and 30 new jobs. Johns Manville announced a $21.8 million capital investment. CFD Research in the Scottsboro section of the Jackson County Industrial Park announced a $5.2 million investment and 32 new jobs. This will be CFD's third expansion since their relocation in 2020. These expansions total $37.1 million worth of capital investment and 62 new jobs from existing industries. Thank you to these and all of our existing industries for investing in Scottsboro and Jackson County and what you do to support the area. Last year, I requested and our City Council agreed and approved the use of some of our American Rescue Plan Act, or ARPA funds, for a joint project with the Water, Sewer, and Gas Board. This project extended a 16-inch water main targeting future industrial, residential, and commercial growth on the eastern side of Scottsboro, all the way to the industrial park in Hollywood. The Water, Sewer, and Gas Board completed this project in January of 2024. This is a significant addition to our industrial recruiting ability. Every single one of us here in Scottsboro and Jackson County plays a part in economic development, whether it's industrial or retail. Recruiters evaluate potential locations. They come to our community, they drive our streets, they talk with our residents and employees in restaurants, convenience stores, read our newspapers, and they monitor Facebook. They know everything about our community before we even know they're looking at us. The image we project, both visually and personally, says everything about our community and can be a deciding factor on location decisions. One of the first contacts prospects can have in Scottsboro is at the Scottsboro Municipal Airport. We are proud and fortunate to have the facilities we have at Scottsboro Municipal Airport Word Field. Our airport serves as a significant economic development recruiting tool as well as for general aviation. Corey Porter, our new airport manager, is doing a great job for our community. Since 2020, we have received $2.5 million in federal and state funds for our airport. Using that funding, we have added 5.5 acres of property to the airport site, improved the appearance of the terminal, performed pavement maintenance, sealed and marked the runway, and completed our airport layout plan. We continue to work toward additional property acquisition to provide more functional space for the airport. Martin Aviation is a tenant in the maintenance hangar, and their business continues to grow. We had significant retail growth again in 2023. New retail in 2023 brought more than 10 new projects or remodels totaling $17.3 million of capital investment. Additional growth in the shops of Scottsboro was the main contributing factor to that growth. Since opening in November of 2022, the businesses and shops continue to exceed expectations. You know, I said at both the groundbreaking and the ribbon cutting at Shops of Scottsboro that would be a transformational development for Scottsboro and Jackson County, and that is proving to be true. Since the announcement of Shops of Scottsboro, we have a Publix, a TJ Maxx, a Pet Supplies Plus, Great Clips, Beauty Nail Spa, Jersey Mike's, Mavis Tire, Whataburger, Chick-fil-A after 10 or 12 years, finally, Dunkin', and Five Below have all located in Scottsboro. As a result of this retail growth, I'm happy to report to you an increase of over 500 new jobs for Scottsboro and Jackson County. Our retail recruiting firm, Retail Strategies, continues to sell Scottsboro. They've been actively communicating and promoting our city. They've done an excellent job of keeping us informed regarding numerous opportunities that are considering and looking at locating here. One thing is for sure, you couldn't miss all the transportation projects underway and completed in the past year. I truly appreciate the public's patience with these growing pains, but that's part of it. 4 years ago, I committed to addressing our streets, and I think we've done a fairly good job of that. Although the numbers support that and bear that out, we can never get all the resurfacing done that we would like and that we need to get done. In FY21, we only resurfaced 1.3 miles of roads at an investment of $265,876. In FY22, we resurfaced 4.4 miles, intersection improvements, and a total local investment of $1,071,907. You add the A-Trip and the safety grant from the state of Alabama of $4.1 million and a total investment of $5,170,907. In 2023, there were some significant transportation projects that were completed. Micah Way to Byron Road Frontage Road Extension was completed and opened in January of this year. This will continue frontage road access and support additional retail growth and development. I offer a special thank you to the leadership and congregation at Trinity Baptist Church. Completion of this extension would not have been possible without their cooperation for an easement to allow functional alignment across their property to Byron Road. The project at Highway 35 and Micah Way has been completed, and Chick-fil-A is open and thriving. In FY23, we resurfaced 1.75 miles of road. That included Crawford Road, the Micah Way rehab at Chick-fil-A, and the new frontage road construction for a total local investment of $919,528. Thank you, City Council. We got a Rebuild Alabama grant, and that brought the total investment to $1.2 million. A point of reference for everyone who keeps asking, where is all the traffic coming from? Well, I can't tell you where it's all coming from or where it's all going. What I can tell you is the latest ALDOT traffic count for US 72 is 31,331 vehicles a day, and on Alabama 35, it's 20,559 cars per day. That's a tremendous amount of traffic through Scottsboro, and we need to take advantage of capturing some of that. Our FY24 proposed resurfacing plan is going to be over 6 miles and is being prepared for bid as we speak. We continue to be challenged with housing for the residents coming with our growth. Last year, we issued 36 new single-family residential permits for an investment of $11.8 million and 11 residential additions and alterations and permits totaling $13.2 million in investment. A new housing development on Phillips Drive has started with land clearing, with plans to provide 116 single-family homes. The Timbers at Galloway is open with 56 townhomes and a clubhouse on Crawford Road for a total investment of $10.1 million. Cody Lambert's development on Snodgrass Road, Feathered Oaks, had 8 homes initially, with 4 currently under construction and 8 more planned for next year. These developments will be a good start toward addressing our need for new housing. We're also moving ahead with efforts to improve our city. In the past 4 years, the City of Scottsboro has been awarded 2 Community Development Block Grants, or CDBGs, through ADECA to remove blighted and dilapidated structures within the City of Scottsboro. And I know you're seeing the visual here, there's nothing there. Well, there's a reason for that. They're gone, eliminated. We completed the first project and closed it in 2022 following the removal of some 30 structures. We applied for and were awarded another $400,000 grant in 2023 to continue our cleanup efforts. We developed a list of 29 structures that were targeted for removal. That project is nearing completion with the removal of those 29 structures. and a consideration of one additional large site. We're implementing more aggressive actions to help clean up our city, to include abandoned houses, vehicles, and trash. City Councilwomen Nita Tolliver and Donna Frederick are working to conduct a citywide PALS, or People Against a Littered State workday on April the 27th. You see the flyer there. More information will follow on this project. All of these efforts will serve to improve the appearance of Scottsboro, enhance our opportunities for growth, and is a general indicator of our quality of life. Scottsboro continues to be a part of several regional and multi-state programs and projects. Dr. John Kovach, Executive Director of the Singing River Trail, continues to work tirelessly and collaboratively to establish trail opportunities in Scottsboro and Jackson County. I received the draft plan for Scottsboro and Jackson County for Singing River Trail last week. This is the roadmap to increase recreation and connectivity within Jackson County, with Scottsboro being the hub. John, thank you for your tireless work and for being with us this morning. The City of Scottsboro continues as a member of Tennessee Riverline, along with Bridgeport, Stevenson, Langston, and Jackson County. We were the fourth county to join Launch 2035, joining Madison, Limestone, and Morgan counties. Launch 2035 is a regional partnership designed to rethink and imagine our region's economies by 2035, and Singing River Trail was actually born out of that initiative. One partnership we are privileged to be a part of is the Community Foundation of Greater Huntsville. Started in 2008, the foundation now reflects a 5-county philanthropic footprint with a mission to mobilize generosity to improve quality of life in our communities. You will be hearing more about this foundation as they work to increase visibility and support in Jackson County. Community Foundation CEO and President Melissa Thompson is here with us this morning. Melissa, thank you for your efforts here and for being with us today. These are all truly regional partnerships, and we are fortunate to be a part of them. We continue to work with the Scottsboro Boys Museum Board to help improve their museum. Congratulations to Dr. Tom Reedy and the Scottsboro Boys Museum Board for the work they have done and are continuing to do. Goose Pond Colony continues to be one of our largest recreational assets and attractions. Fishing tournaments have already started for this year, and they continue to grow in both size and number. Our homegrown Casting and Catching is now the largest charity fishing tournament in the country and is coming up this month on April the 20th. Thank you to the title sponsors for Casting and Catching, Captain D's Seafood Restaurant and the presenting sponsor, Harbin Automotive. Goose Pond has added an additional 67 acres adjacent to the existing campground that is not impacted or restricted by TVA land use covenants. They are also in the process of replacing the docks at the cabins. Goose Pond Board obtained a harvester to address eelgrass in the Goose Pond area, and this will help clear and maintain areas around the marina. You know, we are blessed in the city with some very capable city departments. Chief Latimer and his officers continue to do an incredible job of keeping our city safe. The Scottsboro Police Citizens Academy session began on March the 19th. The academy was restarted in March 2022 after a 2-year absence as a result of COVID. As most everyone is aware, the Jackson County E911 Public Safety Answering Point is housed and staffed at the Scottsboro Police Department and serves all of Jackson County. In FY22, through a cooperative agreement with the city, the county, the 911 Board, and the Volunteer Fire Association, we started the process of moving to a new computer-aided dispatch, or CAD software, for E911 that will more effectively serve the citizens of Scottsboro and Jackson County. This software went live in July of 2023, and it's a long time coming, and we're happy that that system upgrade has taken place. Interim Fire Chief John Lee and his department do a great job of being proactive in fire prevention, reducing the risk to citizens through fire code inspections and plan reviews for existing and new businesses. They continue to partner with the Alabama Fire College and the private group In Touch to provide smoke alarms to our citizens, with the installation of 59 additional smoke alarms at no cost to taxpayers. This puts the total count to over 700 since the program began. Our firefighters completed 8,452 training hours, 2 advanced EMT certifications, and 25 additional Alabama Fire College certifications. They provided fire safety and prevention materials to over 1,600 children in the community, and have maintained an ISO rating of 3. This rating can help lower homeowners' insurance rates as well as make the community more enticing to prospective business and industries. Last year, I recommended to the City Council, and the City Council approved $80,000 from our ARPA funds towards 6 new and 18 replacement fire hydrants in several areas. Also using ARPA funds, we are replacing and upgrading equipment at the playground located adjacent to the splash pad, which will also include the most fully inclusive swing available. When completed, the WeGo swing will be the first one installed in the state of Alabama. This crowning piece will serve the needs of citizens that require adaptive equipment in order to enjoy the same benefits at this park. Our recreation department brought more basketball tournaments as well as an increase in baseball and softball tournaments in 2023. We had 1,375 youth registrants for sports in 2023. In 2024, there are 7 scheduled baseball or softball tournaments this spring, with 165 teams registered from 4 states. Partnering with the Scottsboro Electric Power Board, the City Council approved additional lighting to the walking trails at Bynum Park, as well as additional lighting for Caldwell Park that was completed in August of last year. We were awarded a Transportation Alternative Projects Grant, or TAP grant, to construct a sidewalk from the Retcom to King Caldwell Park. That total project cost is $285,631, including a local match of $57,126. This will further safely connect our walking options from downtown to our recreation complex in Veterans Memorial Park. We also used ARPA funding for a 6-court pickleball complex. Work there was completed last fall, and we held the ribbon cutting for the Jim Olenese Pickleball Complex on March the 2nd. This is a great addition to our recreation complex. The courts and participants all stay well exercised, Jim. In addition to improvements to fields at Veterans Complex, we repaired curbs, fences, and drainage at Bynum Park. Our IT director, Clint Sebring, continues to ensure our city's capabilities and security. We upgraded security systems across multiple locations, implemented a new backup solution for city data, upgraded both council chambers and civic center audio, visual, and technology, and expanded the Wi-Fi capabilities at the airport. We have increased our website traffic by about 20%. Thanks to Clint Sebring. For those of us who are technologically challenged, he keeps us and me functioning. Thank you, Clint. Benny Bell and his team at Cedar Hill Cemetery are tasked with maintaining the cemetery, and they continue to perform a tremendous service to our community as they deal with our families in the most difficult of times. We've recently opened 3 new sections of the cemetery, with one of these sections designated for mausoleum options. Thank you, Benny, for what you and your crew do. At the street department, Wayne Moore and his staff continue to do a great job. In addition to sidewalk repair and replacement, routine drainage, debris cleanup and removal, and mowing, they keep the square clean along with all the street edges and gutters. In 2023, we replaced several pieces of equipment at the street department, including an excavator, a leaf vacuum, and a single axle dump. In February and March of this year, we replaced a knuckle boom and another single axle dump. We really appreciate the job that Stacy Ledwin and his crew do in the sanitation department. Our recycling for 2023 processed 1,369 tons of recyclables and sold on monthly bids totaling $100,000. Just as importantly, this material has been kept out of our landfill, saving space and money. We were awarded a $340,500 grant from the Alabama Department of Environmental Management for 1 rear loader for cardboard, 1 flatbed for trailer pickup, and 6 new recycling trailers that will be distributed throughout the city this year. Under the direction of our new Main Street coordinator, Hannah Crawford, Main Street continues to be successful. At the Main Street Alabama Conference, our Scottsboro Main Street received 3 awards. The Hero Award, presented to Julie Gentry Michaels in memoriam. Excellent in Business Development for Networking Socials. And Reinvestment Award, $1 million for total investment or reinvestment in physical improvements from public and private funds and sources. Congratulations to Hannah and the Main Street Board. Thank you for what you do. In closing, thank you all for your time and participation this morning, and thank each one of you for what you do to make Scottsboro and Jackson County a better place to live, work, play, and grow. I hope I've effectively communicated and described the partnerships that exist, are required and their importance in moving Scottsboro forward. Now it's time to take these successes to the next level. I know there will continue to be challenges, that's expected, but we will continue to meet those challenges with communication, collaboration, cooperation, and solid partnerships. I'm deeply humbled and appreciative to each one of you for allowing me to represent you as your mayor. I ask for your continued prayers and support as we continue to pursue quality, retail, and industrial growth and provide good jobs for our present and future residents. Thank you all. May God bless you, and may God bless Scottsboro. Okay. Now let me see if I can get through this one. You know, 3 years ago, I started presenting a mayor's award at this event, and had a year to catch up, so we did 2 that year, 1 last year. This year's recipient is a lifelong resident of Scottsboro and a graduate of Scottsboro High School. Our recipient always wanted to be a teacher, and I remember that career starting as a swimming and junior life-saving instructor for many of us growing up. Our recipient continues to see and hear from many past students. Following college and with a degree in education, our recipient returned to Scottsboro and began an incredible career as a teacher, a mentor, and a pioneer in young women's sports, promoting opportunities not typically recognized at the time. Our recipient is married to her husband, John, of almost 53 years. They have 2 sons, Rob and Tom, and 2 grandsons, John and Will. Betty Esslinger, would you join me up here? Thank you, John. I think it was a surprise. The City of Scottsboro Mayor's Award is presented to Betty Esslinger for her extraordinary leadership, dedication, guidance, instruction, and pioneering spirit throughout her years of service to students in the City of Scottsboro school system since 1971, given this 9th day of April in the year 2024. Congratulations, Betty. Thank you for your service.
I don't even know what to say. All I've ever wanted to be is a good teacher. And I know that as you were coming in, I know I've taught many of you, and I've really been blessed to have such a great career and to have had such great, great people in my life. Thank you so much, Jim.
Welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor McCamey. We appreciate your leadership and your willingness to speak with us today. Again, thanks to Larry Bowen for his help with the Civic Center, and to our Highlands ambassadors and chamber emissaries for their work, as well as the chamber staff. Thank you again to Scottsboro Electric Power Board and Scottsboro Water, Sewer, and Gas, and thank you all for joining us this morning. We are adjourned. Have a phenomenal day.